What's up, Scyushi squad? We back again with some more Trove to the Trove. Excuse me, I just woke up. So we're actually going to be doing two separate Trove videos today. That's why this one's going to be considerably short, but also just because the patch notes themselves are considerably short. So this is a patch relating to the Delves on the PC version of the game only, obviously, because we don't have the Delves on console yet. We kind of had assumptions that the Delves update was going to end up coming out today based on, you know, previous events and stuff like that, but it seems like that was not the case, unfortunately. The other big thing that is going to affect console and PC players, though, is a contest that is taking part, but we'll have that as another video that I'll have go up after this one. So before we get into it, as usual, if you guys, you know, for whatever reason are just joining Trove, just looking at the game right now, you can check out the sign up link in the description, and then anything you buy out of the cash shop, I'll make a percentage of that. It doesn't increase the price of anything. It's just an awesome way that you can support me. Now, without further ado, so this is the June 30th hotfix number 8. So PC is back online for Delves hotfix. We're excited for the latest bug fixes to be implemented and preparing for Delves on console. Thanks for all your reporting back and feedback and being active on our social channels. The following patch notes are only affecting the PC version. Here's a brief overview of today's patch. Now that that makes me confused, because do they mean that this is only affecting the PC version, and even when like when the Delves comes to console, are these updates not going to be present? Because based on the previous statement where they're saying thanks for all the reporting and stuff like that because they're preparing Delves to come out on console, that speaks to me as in, oh, so this whole time we're bug fixing everything on PC before it goes to console. That's why it's taken so long. But I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm reading too deep into it. So the changes are that Delves Key Fragments can now drop in Geode Topside worlds. That's awesome. That's the biggest change that there is already, just because, ooh, I was really feeling it, man. You guys may have, you may or may not have caught the more recent streams and videos and stuff. You know, pretty much all I do is just farm on Geode Surface and U10. I don't really touch any of the other Uber worlds anymore, just because they're inefficient. There's not really any way to. But basically, we moved on from doing Delves streams to just going back to U10. And I was sitting there frustrated because I'm slowly running out on Delves keys. I mean, I still got like tons of them, but I'm slowly running out. And I wasn't getting them back, especially from just doing normal U10. I was going to have to go out of my way to grind like normal Uber worlds. So now that they actually drop fragments from Geode Surface, I mean, that's awesome. So Challenge Delves now reset all players to depth 110 at the beginning of the week, rather than decaying by 8 levels. Come see, come sa. It doesn't really matter. That's okay. Basically, the way that it used to work, which was a lot more complicated to be able to explain, was the Delves, for those of you on console that don't know, the Delves are basically a depth system. So you go into a portal, and then you go to deeper floors, thus the number increases. You start at depth 110 when you go to a challenge portal, and then say you beat that floor and go to the next one, then you're at depth 111, right? So on and so forth. So like shadow towers, these will end up resetting every week, and normally it would spit you back up 8 floors, right? Or negative 8 floors, I guess, if you're just looking at the numeric value. Now it just crossed the board, everybody goes back to depth 110. So it's like a full weekly reset, which honestly is better. I think that that's good. Not only just because it makes it a lot easier to explain, but I think on top of that, it's really nice for other endgame players that maybe wanted to start at depth 110. I know for example, I love starting at depth 110 because then it's easy and you slowly get into it and slowly start getting the better rewards and stuff, rather than, oh, I'm stuck at the deepest depth. Better craft an easy Delves portal, because those start you at depth 110 anyways. So the claims window now sorts the most recent claims on top. So I guess that's interesting. That's a very, very strange change. Just strange for me because I've been playing this game for so long. I guess it means, like, let's say this adventuring potion. Let's say that I claimed it, but I didn't claim anything else. This adventuring potion would be up at the top. So it's a very nice change. It's just very, very different, because normally I'm so used to everything in Trove being static, where you would claim it and it would just be right here, right? I mean, that said, when you claim all, everything's just gonna show up at the same time. But you can see like the leaderboard stuff is at a different time right here, because this is when I logged in and it auto claimed, and then here's when I ended up manually claiming these. So cool, whatever. So now we're on to the bug fixes. So fixed an issue where instead of dropping its own memento, the pirate cannoneer was dropping a memento for the Crusadian Corsair. Okay, that's kind of weird. So for console players, if you guys don't know, there's or even PC players, because I never really talked about it, there's mementos that you get from defeating bosses and enemies and stuff in the Delves. It's basically just an item that you can consume that gives you mastery. It just shows up in your collections menu. That's it. It doesn't have any other function, but it's kind of like a collect them all type of thing, which, yeah, right. Mag riders should no longer immediately lose momentum when leaving mag rails. Really? Okay, I gotta test this out, because that could make mag rails like, whoops, wrong portal, sorry guys, that could completely change the dynamic of mag rails. Like, are you kidding me? Are they saying just when you jump in general? Because that's pretty crazy if that's the case. All right, well, we're gonna have to go on this whole ride, but you guys will get to actually see it, because woo. Okay, no, you still can't really use it. I don't know why I thought, for a second my brain was thinking that we could figure out a way to make a sort of game breaker cannon that was with the mag rails, but nah, that's not the case. For those of you that don't know, this is basically a game breaker cannon right up here. It's such an old build that I just haven't done anything like. I had it on my cornerstone back in the day. I don't have it anymore. Check out my older tutorials. I got a tutorial on how it actually works. Actually, I've got one over on Bowser, so let me go to that while we're still reading off the rest of this. Actually, wait, where's Bowser? Where's Bowser? It's just one of these portals. Yeah, there it is. So they also changed Draculi's ultimate will now persist when reviving or teleporting. That's interesting. So when you're trying to res people or trying to teleport or trying to do pretty much anything while you're sitting in Draco's ultimate form, most notably, I would say, what about opening chests? That's the one that I would hope is fixed. Because the way that normally works, anybody who mains Draco knows you're trying to open a chest, you're trying to do something, and then boop, he resets to his default form out of his ult, and then it resets the timer for rezzing people or whatever. So that could be pretty cool. I wonder whether or not it works on chests or not. That's interesting. I gotta see. Okay, so here's a game breaker cannon. Woo! Okay, yeah, still glitchy. Stupid game. If it works properly, it's game breaking. It throws you like super duper far. So Lobstroso, which is the they're talking about just him in the Delves. So that's normally the U9 Leviathan, but they're talking about him in the Delves because you can have him as a random drop or a random boss. He should now show the correct model. He didn't show the correct model. I didn't even know that, but whatever. The old hub. I still gotta do a world tour. I'm sorry, guys. I know that it's been like such a long time, but in all honesty, like a world tour is just... That thing just move? I'm kidding. Of course it moved. No, I'm kidding. Those do move. It's weird. Trophies that move, right? They talk as well. Man, I definitely gotta do like a proper world exploration. Like, bleh, words escape my mouth and I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Fix the alignment on trophies for Wraith, Watchful Gordian, Incendiary Iris, Inflammatory Ivy, and the Megaton Marigold. Does anyone know what the heck characters they're talking about? This game expects that there is a bestiary and you can actually see what the names of all these creatures are. But no, these are probably just names that are in the game files and nobody knows about them except for like modders or something like that. And even then, nobody knows all these enemies off the top of their head. Like it'd be a better description to say like the fish monster, you know, like it would just, come on guys, like that's just, ugh. Improved messages related to resetting the Shadow Tower. All right, we kind of talked about that when it was on the test server, but I'll have another video that talks a little bit more about the Delves and stuff like that when it comes out on console, because then it's a little bit more relevant. But in short, guys, Shadow Towers are pretty much removed. They still exist. You can still go inside them, but they just Don't do it. Clarified, should say, the tooltips on Draco or Dino Tamer's abilities, just in general. Okay. Which ones? Darts, refresh the net. Is that new? I wouldn't know. It's not like I looked at any of his abilities in years. The Dazzling Draco costume has grown the right... What? Grown a right shin. I see. So it didn't have the right leg, I guess. Okay. Which one are they talking about? The Dazzling Draco? I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one we're rocking right now. So I guess he was missing his right leg or something. Or maybe it was just the feet and it didn't have the shin. Is that what they're saying? I have no idea. God, look at all this stuff. Look at all those old hubs, man. You know what? They're beautiful. I gotta do a world tour. I gotta remember to do it. That video is gonna be like 2 hours long though. That's why I keep putting it off. Ah, yes. I remember Mark ended up building this based off of Hat in Time because he was super duper into that game at the time. Who wasn't, man? Even I had a Hat in Time series. That game is amazing. Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm sorry I keep getting distracted, but there's just so many cool things I want to look at and show you guys, but I gotta find the time to do it, because it's not only I gotta find the time, I gotta find the patience, and hopefully even then I'd be able to recognize everything and go through it all. I don't know, maybe I could just highlight specific spots and then you guys could explore the rest in game, but I guess console players, no, you guys want to see everything, don't you? PC more so. But thanks for watching. Smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want, support the channel, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Sign on and stay epic, gamers.